right, now we're going to solve the equation. Okay, so solving this polynomial equation is saying, what would you have to plug in for x to get a true statement? Okay, what would I plug in for these three x's and end up getting a 0 on the left-hand side? Now, I know one of those possibilities is 3. In the first part, we found through synthetic division one of the roots to be 3. Now, what that means is that your factor is x minus 3. I should use a different color. Let me use pink. Your factor is x minus 3. Okay, because if I took my 3 and plugged it in here, I'd get a 0, and 0 times anything is 0. Now, my next polynomial comes from these three numbers right here. They are going to give me the coefficients of a trinomial that this x minus 3 multiplies. So it's going to be 1x squared minus 2x minus 15. All right, and once again, I guarantee if you multiply this out, you will get this 4-term polynomial that we started with. So this one's factored, x minus 3. And now you could see that this is an easy one factoring. I'm going to factor this 3-term polynomial right here, and I will have all 3 of my factors, and I will be able to get all 3 of my answers. So let me take this over to the side. All right, right here. And this one starts with the number 1. So we're going to factor what I call an easy 1. Okay, it's a 3-term polynomial, a trinomial that starts with the leading coefficient of 1, starts with a 1. So I can go straight to my 2 binomials. My first 2 will give me the x squared. Okay, so it's the f part of FOIL, and that's going to be x and x. My last 2 will give me the last part, the 15, and we need to figure out what that's going to be. Let me come to the side. It could be, how do we get 15? It could be 1 times 15. It could be 3 times 5. Now, which of these 2 pairs is going to give you a negative 2? And that is 3 times 5. So we're going to have a 3 and a 5. Let's check our signs. This minus right here tells me that our signs are opposite. And this minus tells me that my larger one is negative. Okay, if you need more help on that, go look up some videos on easy 1 factoring. So here's the minus on the 5 and the plus on the 3. Okay, and if you multiply this out, guess what? You will get that. So now from our original, we have all 3. We have x minus 3 times x plus 3 times x minus 5. And to find our answers, our solutions, you're saying what would you plug in for x to get 0? And let me get a dark red. So what would I plug in right there to get a 0? 3. What would I plug in right there? Negative 3. And what would I plug in there? 5. Okay, so the solution, x equals negative 3, 3, and 5. Those 3 answers separated by a comma. And smiley face.